Hello.
Hello.
Hello. This is Matthew, and this is Owen, and I'm Mark. It's really hot right now. Let me put on the tripod when I'm feeding the kids. So let's have some fruit with the kids. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask. So they're having grapes, peaches, strawberries, and cherries. Let me get some water for the kids.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Who did that? Who was the one? Owen? Sorry, Michael. Ja.
No.
Ja, ik pak het wel. Voor papa.
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 There. Oh, do. Fishy.
Wat is er? Owen? Zat. Nat. Hey. Guys, water. Water for me as well. Water. Water. Kom, we gaan eten, hè? Hey guys, hey Fufu. How are you doing? Well, today I'm working home. And normally my parents would look after the kids, but they're a bit busy today, so I guess I have to do it. But no worries. Fortunately, I worked a little bit already in the morning. Uh-oh. For me. So I have enough time for the kids. Hey, cannot read it. Hey, G Money. I guess I have to pronounce it like that. Yeah. So they got strawberry, cherries, peaches, and grapes. Hey everybody, that's a lot of people nowadays. What, stop? Hey Chelsea. So, hey APP Aaron P. Hey everybody. So, ask me some questions. Feel free to ask anything. Well, I hope these are my kids, but I guess they are, right? Of course they are. They're my twins. This is Matthew, and this is Owen.
Papa,
Groot?
Groot.
Groot. Very big, yeah. Yeah. Dat is hem? So sometimes it's difficult for me to understand them because I'm speaking Dutch to them. However, my wife is Indonesian. So they're learning two languages, Dutch and Indonesian. So sometimes they speak Indonesian to me, but I cannot understand them. So yeah, they are 2 years old right now, like 27 months. Hey Joanna. Nice to see you again. So the last few years, like the 27 months, has gone really fast. When they were still this small, I miss it.
Oh,
But this is also a fun time with the kids, huh? They learn a lot more, or they talk a lot more, and they are a lot more responsive compared to when they're babies. So yeah, it's a Korean. I went after tons of you in the Korean. Hey, well, actually, I'm not a Korean. So if you went to the Korean War, you're almost
no.
in the retirement home, I guess.
Papa, no. Papa, no.
Whoa, that old already.
Papa, no. Papa, no. No.
Ja, hier, je still have. Hier heb je nog aardbei. Weet je aardbei ook? Real or Barca? Ooh, difficult choice. I guess I would say Barca. But I guess that's because I'm Dutch. More Dutch players were playing for Barcelona. But it doesn't really matter that much for me. Aardbei. Ja, maar jij hebt nog aardbei.
No.
So sorry if I talk Dutch sometimes. Because I have to teach them Dutch. Why not? Korean is they're also nice. Kind of depends which one, North or South Korean. A lot. The toys here, it's like, can you see? Donkey Kong. En welke is dat? Yoshi. So that was actually from last year. It was part of the McDonald's Happy Meal thingy. So it took like more than a month for them to be sold out. Owen. Where's the other one? On the ground. Have to clean up. Fortunately, I just cleaned the floor. So it's for me, huh? Mm-hmm. So they got the Mario Kart thingies from McDonald's. And then we went to Korea. And apparently the Mario Kart toys came later there. And they were sold out within a day. Wat is er? Ja, Al moet even schoonmaken. Zo, schoon. Papa will also eat some. Wait, bro, give them some rice? Why? It's breakfast time. They don't eat rice in the morning. Oh, wait, dude. Oh, no reason. Don't worry, Nick. Well, for everybody that said hi, there's so many people that said hi. Hello back. And thank you for watching. And please enjoy and don't be rude, right? Give them rice? No. They don't need rice this early in the morning. Too much sugars in rice. I don't want the kids to become obese. If I would give them rice every day or every meal, that's not good. And they need to learn how to eat bread and stuff because we're living in the Netherlands, so Otherwise, it's too expensive to buy all the time, to eat all the time rice. Yeah, but rice cakes we don't have here. Right? And they like their fruit. They need some vitamins as well. Actually, rice is just carbohydrates, right? Hey, Joe. Hey, Eljada Joffer. They like strawberries.
Up,
Owen finished the strawberries right away.
up, this, what?
Matthew finished his grapes right away.
No, no, no.
But no.
Papa made two.
Owen?
Die.
No, that is een kers. Fortunately, we live here in Holland or the Netherlands. I play video games, but
Papa,
not that often anymore. But we live in the Netherlands and we
Papa did.
have a very good logistics how do you say it, industry here, and because of Rotterdam we have lots of fresh imports, and so everything fortunately the fruits is really cheap here, so all these things are on sale nowadays. What do I play?
Yes,
I play nowadays Mario Kart, the new one, because we have the Switch too. Niet dat spelen met je broer. Wel zelf even eten, hè? So it's night where I am. So where are you? Like United States, I guess, right? You were from the United States. Hey, Ursula. Or Ula. My neighbor was called Ula, if I remember, but very, very long time ago. I think she was Scandinavian.
No.
Harlot anime? I really just play VR. I tried to do VR, but yeah, that's nowadays a little bit difficult with the kids, so I'm not gonna do that for now. Hey, did you just fart? Sorry.
Nee.
Ish. Met je vork. Met je ook even eten. He really looks naughty, this boy. Hey, ophouden, Owen. Niet zo naughty zijn.
Met is nog.
1 in the morning.
Oh.
Well, here it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's a total new day, and it's gonna be 33 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty hot, certainly for the Netherlands. Like we only have this like 1 or 2 times per year, maybe 5. Well, let's say 5 times per year. Maybe more due to the global warming. So we're staying inside because it's too hot for the kids outside and too sunny. You have to protect them for the UV rays and stuff. Well, if I prefer not to do that, because if I would do that, you will people can figure out precisely where we live, and then we might get into trouble later on, right? No, I will not show you your address, my address. So there has to be some privacy, right? And certainly with twins or 2 boys, little boys, you have to be careful a little bit to tell where you precisely live. What day is it for you? Today is a very good on it. Very good Tuesday. Yeah, we are like 7 hours ahead of you, something like that. I don't know what time zone Idaho is. Matthew, even eten. So Matthew is a little bit more difficult with eating.
Me too, that.
Maybe it's 90210. No, we have a whole different system here. So, Matthew, eten. Erbij. Hey, niet met je handen. Hou je handen vies.
On the fish.
Handen vies. En dan je kleren. Matthew. Stout.
Eat it out. Take that.
Ja. Ja, deze. Matthew, eten. Wil je aardbei? Ga je zelf pakken, hè? So, Washington, Las Vegas.
Yeah. Shin.
What you mean with number? No, the number. Mine is what? 1st of July?
Daisy. Daisy.
Daar is hij. He's there. Washington or Washington DC, actually.
Me too.
Like Seattle, the state Washington, or so what are they doing? Owen, ga je niet eten? Moet je even. Hallo.
Hallo.
Hey, niet weg, niet weg, niet weg. Matthew. What happened? Matthew. Owen was er mee aan het spelen. Oké, je moet eerst opeten en dan mag je spelen. Goed zo. Jij moet ook eerst even opeten. Owen? 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 Owentje? Eerst even. Jo. Ik laat het hier. Van papa. Van papa. Van papa. Eerst eten. Eerst eten en daarna mag je spelen. Nee, die gaan we hier laten. So, that was a little bit of chaos right now. But I guess they understand pretty well that they first have to eat before they can play. Hey. So I guess that's the parenting advice that I'm gonna give you today. Matthew, eten. Welke wil je? Aardbei? Nee, je hebt al druiven. Je hebt al zoveel druiven vandaag. Kers.
Apa?
Wow. Oké, aardbei-inkers. En nu nectarine or peach. I'm not sure if it's peach, but okay, doesn't matter. I don't know what it is called in English. My English is getting worse and worse and worse. Here. Eet dat? Nee, dit is van jou.
No. No. No.
Anders mag je niet spelen hoor, Matthew. Never been to Washington DC?
No.
I've even been to Washington DC.
No. 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 A, D, G, C. No. And this. A, D, this.
Hey, I can hide people.
A, D, G, C.
Can be annoying too.
Papa, madam. Papa, madam. Papa, madam.
Hey,
Papa, madam.
yeah, I still have two.
Indeed.
Voor papa. Nou, jullie van deze, hè? Digiri. What is digiri? Hey. So normally we actually make long form content. However, nowadays sometimes we stream. But but it kind of depends on our schedule if we have time and stuff. Because actually we prefer to make long form content. However, with kids, it's kind of difficult sometimes to make videos or edit videos. And we can only do the editing when the kids are asleep or at my parents, but then we normally have to work, right? So let's say only during when they're sleeping at night. And yeah, that's maybe like 2-3 hours per day. And if we do that, we cannot do anything else. So sometimes we do some live streaming. No, better not right now. Why would I make you moderator? I don't even know you. So normally we just give advice about parenting and show you how it is to live with twins. Actually, we started using the YouTube also for our family and friends that live all over the world. My wife, as I said, was from Indonesia. I'm here from the Netherlands. So lots of family is also living in Indonesia, but also in the United States. And my wife also studied and worked in Korea, South Korea, for 8 years. So she has lots of friends there and they also want to see the kids. So yeah, we decided to make a YouTube channel. And it kind of blew up a little bit, not that much. We didn't go viral or something, but now, yeah, we have like 2,500 subscribers. Hey, Regina, how are you doing? Hey, Vian, or however you pronounce it. I have to look after the kids a little bit because I guess they're not hungry anymore, but they have to finish their plates. Hey, Owen, met you. Even eten. So feel free to ask anything. I'll try to answer. Kom, Owen. Even eten. Kom, met je. Even eten. So this is a lot more difficult to do when you're alone. Normally, if my wife is here, it's a lot easier, of course. You can just focus on one kid. And of course now I'm streaming, so I have to keep you guys busy as well. Hey, how are you? And so sometimes I'm kind of busy with feeding the kids, or I'm a bit distracted, so sorry in case I miss something. Nog. Met je? Eten. Ja, op. Aardbei.
Nog.
Aardbei.
Nog.
Ja, nu heb je nog weer wat in je mond. Zo snel? See, he likes strawberry. What are they doing? I'm just feeding them their fruit actually. And they're just playing around a bit. Owen is almost finished. The green one is Owen. Matthew is a little bit slower. I've been working, and because my wife had to go to work, I can work from home, fortunately, and it's more flexible, my work. So I've been working from early morning, and when the kids woke up, my wife first took care of them and helped with everything. But now she's off to work, and I have to do everything now. Until she comes back around, let's say, 6 o'clock. So just hey, Aaron. Yeah, I know you have a question, so feel free to ask. It's true. I try to help. Otherwise, Matthew is not eating right. Well, if I don't help Matthew right now, he doesn't eat. Here. Matthew? Because he's actually already done. Or he doesn't want to eat more. But he has to finish it. But yeah, as you are correct in some way, they have to learn by themselves eventually. So okay, maybe I did it a little bit too much, Alan, but unfortunately, see, Owen does it by himself right now. Ask the question. Well, I hope he is not, but yeah, he will eat eventually. He ate quite a lot already, but he just wants to play with his brother right now. So I have to get Owen away from the table so I can focus a little bit more on him. Hey, Matthew. Kijk, hier, pak hem. Pak hem even. Nee, met je hand. Doe maar in je mond.
Oh.
Op. Goed zo.
No. No.
Mmm. They want to have the juice.
Aardbeien.
Aardbeien juice. There's not that much juice. And I do something like this by myself. Otherwise, it would be a total mess. Ah. Nog een beetje, nog een beetje.
Me too.
Done.
Juice. Juice. That juice. Juice.
Zo, Owen.
Juice.
Owen, Jantjes, Jantjes. Nee, Owen. Met je gaat eten.
Papa.
Met papa of met alleen?
Papa.
Dit. Even je handen wassen. Oeh, almost wet. Hier. Zie je, wordt helemaal nat, jongen.
No.
So, this is for Owen. Owen, drinken. You have to drink a lot today.
Papa.
Papa? Here, let's take this one off. Wow.
Water in. Water in. Water in.
Water in. Doe nog meer water. Hier.
Yum.
Kom, weet je ook? Jij gaat ook even eten. Hier. So let me change position and try to read what you all said and commented. All the criticism or the support. Yeah, they need to learn. I agree with you. But some things has to go a little bit more slowly than you want. Otherwise, it will be a total mess. How is it in El Salvador, actually? I've never been to El Salvador. Hier, nee, met je hand. Zelf, nee, zelf. Goed zo. Owen, shall I take you out of your chair before you fall down? Go play. You can play. Okay, let's finish this one. No, I'm not from India. We're from the Netherlands, near Amsterdam. Yeah, we have to figure out when we go on vacation. We didn't plan anything for vacations right now. Because fortunately we don't have to go in the high season. Hey. Uh-oh, I have to do the diaper of Owen. It kind of fell off. See his diaper right now, here. Be right back. Owen, wat heb je gedaan met je luier? Wat heb je gedaan? Heb je geklopt? Nee, je hebt niet geklopt. Zo. Je hebt nog niet eens geplast. Zo.
Oh, no. Op.
Zo. Kijk maar goed.
Beetje.
Je moet ook nog wat doen, hè?
Beetje.
Ja, maar wat even.
Beetje. Awan.
Zo.
Beetje.
Nu moet ik weer met je.
Awan.
So, fortunately, he didn't pee yet. I am from the Netherlands, near Amsterdam. So, where are you from in India? Hey, okay, Savage. Savage Snow. Thank you for coming or watching us, checking us out. Thank you for the likes, loves, and all the other stuff, all the comments. So, hope to see you another time. I know that you're from India. Matthew doesn't want to eat by himself anymore. He can, fortunately. Only I just want him to finish all the fruit. See you next time. Well, 4 hours. Ooh. Yeah, you have to go to bed. So actually yesterday, instead of editing, what we normally do, we watched Squid Game. My wife wanted to see it actually. So as I said before, yeah, we don't have any plans yet on vacation. Do you guys have some advice where to go to? Because we don't have to go in during the high season yet. We still have 2.5 years, I think, until they are what we call leerplichtig. It's like where you have to go to school, so you cannot go outside of the school vacation. So until then, we try to go during the low season. Saves a lot of money. El Salvador. I'll check it out though. I think Owen is pooing right now. Yeah, you really love El Salvador, huh? Did you know the twins are actually identical twins? But if you see a little bit closer, you can see the difference. During summer. Okay. Well, I guess not this year, but maybe next year or something. Because this year my wife wants to go to Asia, but I'm like, we always go to Asia, so maybe somewhere else. Hey Owen, heb je genoeg gedronken? Las Vegas with the kids, isn't that a little bit too much for the kids? I like to go to all the shows in Las Vegas. However, with the kids it's a little bit more difficult, right? Even though I can go to Treasure Island, or does Treasure Island still exist? Or to Paris, or whatever, all those other places. je nog honger, Owen?
Niet kapot. Niet op me. Ja.
Well,
Ja.
thanks.
Ja.
So if you want to see the babies when they were a bit younger, I think you should check out our older videos. We started making videos, when was it? In October maybe, last year we started posting them. However, we're still a lot way behind schedule. We still have videos from last year, so you can see the kids when they were a bit younger. My name is Mark. This is Matthew, and this is Owen. I have to take away my. Owen, Matthew. Hey. Wat doe je? Oh, je wil deze? He wants to have his Mario Karts. Yes. Oh, je gaat deze? Maar even eerst opeten. En je vork. En je vork? Met twee handen. Opeten. Opeten. Thank you for saying that. Did you drop something? No, you didn't. Oh, you dropped it. Hey. Goed zo. Ik ga even schoonmaken. Weet je? Kom, even opeten. Nog? Helpen? Zo. Dat is hem. Jip en Janneke. Dan mag de andere doen. Eerst die in je mond. Zo, goed zo. High five. You too. Oké, dan gaan we even je handen wassen. Clean their hands. Sorry, I cannot really read Arabian. But thank you for commenting. Where's the towel? Here. Hey, your hands are dirty. Zo. Handen drogen, handen drogen. Een beetje mooi. Zo, goed zo. Goed zo, Owen. Oh, this is Matthew. See, I even make mistakes with my kids. So, this one is done as well. So, Matthew, wil je met Owen spelen? Matthew,
Not.
nat. Ja, is nat. Droog. Ga je even met Owen spelen?
Ja.
Ga je met Owen spelen?
Ja.
Dan gaat papa even afwassen, hè? Oh nee, wacht even. Je moet water.
Wat is
Water. Niet meer?
nog?
Ja, dat is voor papa.
Papa.
So, I have to clean up.
Papa.
I guess you have to... I'm not sure if I will do it all day. Certainly, well, the kids have to sleep as well, so I'm not gonna make a video then. And I have to work as well. So maybe I'll come back later as well when you're awake again. But I'll just be streaming whenever I can, I guess. Hey, everybody. Kierstad McGibbony. So let me put it here for a second so I can clean up and then I'll be able to answer your questions again. Thank you. Wat is er met je? Is water? Okay, we're back. Cleaned up a little bit. I'm not gonna film in that area because if I do, everybody will figure out where we're living, and to have a little bit of privacy or at least security, so we don't get uninvited guests. I'm not gonna film there. So sometimes the kids will be a little bit far away, but I guess you guys have me. Let me go back. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I have to clean up here a little bit. Matthew, wil je nog make-up? Klaar? Wat? Jij ook? Wat? Hier? Maar hoe wordt het nou? Waarom pak je van Owen? Hier. So I'm going to sleep. Okay, Aaron, see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again. So see you next time. Sorry for the Arabic or the Arabian. I cannot really read it, and I cannot pronounce your name if you want to. But thank you for watching. And also to the person with the Japanese, thank you very much. I find my kids also very, very cute. Hamot, I can read that part, and Sarah. So the kids really like to play behind the sofa. Normally we actually have the curtain there, but nowadays, the curtain here, but nowadays they like to just play with it. Even though I told them not to play with it, they still do. So it's really weird. They love to play with the curtain. However, when I said that they were not allowed to touch the switch, so when I said that they didn't were not allowed to touch the switch, they never touched it. So sometimes they listen to me, sometimes they totally don't listen to me. So I guess that's kids, right? But we try to raise them properly, well, at least as good as possible, but still it's difficult. So if you have any tips or questions, feel free to ask. This is Owen. Do I say it correctly? Yeah, this is Owen. It's kind of difficult to see if I check the screen. And this is Matthew. So they're like 27 months old, like 2 years. So they like to make a mess, of course, as kids. And I stepped on all the toys so many times. So I always want them to clean up. But fortunately they do sometimes, not always. And I guess they saw too much, they saw me playing 1 or 2 times like on the Switch, like Mario Kart. And nowadays with their cars, they keep on just driving everywhere with, like Mario Kart. Hey Owen. Wat ga je doen? Mag ik je waterflesjes? So I'll show them to you. Fortunately, they do not leak. Hier. Anders vallen ze. En dan komt er water uit als ze vallen. Oké? Ja, papa. Couldn't you hear where I'm from? Big business? I'm from the Netherlands. Well, I was born in the Netherlands. My wife is from Indonesia, so sometimes they will talk Indonesian to me, but I don't really, my Indonesian is not really that good. Yeah. So we're talking or we're learning the kids to speak Indonesian, Dutch, a bit English because I always speak English to my wife. Because for difficult questions it's easier, or difficult conversations it's easier to speak English instead of Dutch. She can speak Dutch well, but if you want to go on a high level, it's pretty difficult. Certainly the pronunciation, of course. So English is a lot easier or faster in that sense. My wife can also speak Korean because she lived in Korea for 8 years. Studied and worked, and so she can speak Korean. So hopefully the kids can also speak Korean later on. Awas.
Awas.
Awas is like go away, I guess.
Awas.
Did you poo, Owen?
Awas.
Did you poo?
Awas.
I think Owen pooed.
Me
So
too.
they will learn a lot of languages. Even at school, they have to learn like French and German as well. Let me smell the kid.
There.
Owen, you pooed. Matthew didn't poo. So yeah, how rich am I? I'm not that rich, but I am. Let's say average. Well, I guess little bit above average because we were able to get a home. It's difficult to get a home here nowadays. So.
Me too.
But yeah, if you compare to the world population, yeah, we're rich because we're in the Netherlands. But yeah, we're in here. We're let's say we're mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an apartment as well. It's not that big, so that's why I'm saying mediocre. So actually, we bought this cabinet for us, but it's totally full of diapers. Full of diapers. Their toys and their books.
Aussie.
Nee, hier heb je.
Dit.
That's how we opened the cabinet with his butt. The baby is so cute. This baby is so cute. How about the other one? They're two twins. Die gaan we tellen met Winnie the Pooh. But I actually have to clean the kid. He needs a new diaper. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do this. Kwang Kyunjin, so Korean. You're still not gone? Hey. Okay, good night, Aaron. So I have to clean Owen. So I have to censor that a little bit. I'm not sure how to do that yet. To make it still interesting for you guys. I'll put the camera here so you can see Matthew a little bit. Thank you. I will clean Owen here. So be right back. Owen, kom hier. We gaan je schoonmaken. Ja. Nee. Hier. Matthew, ga jij even daar spelen met de auto's? Ga je alle auto's op een rij zetten? Owen, Matthew. You smelly boy. Yeah. Alright. Goed vasthouden, Owen. Whoa. Okay, almost done, Owen.
Papa,
1, 2. So, done. The balcony view, Randy. No, I'm just showing you the balcony, but I'm not going to show you outside. Still, Aaron, you're still here. Just the balcony. Because if I show you more of the balcony or the outside, you will figure out where we live. Well, maybe I look so much like the twins, so maybe you thought I was one of the triplets as well. But no, I have twins. So I'm not going to show you outside because of security reasons. You never know. We don't want to have uninvited guests. Let me sit down a bit. So yeah, we don't want to have uninvited guests. So to avoid that people figure out precisely where we live, that's pretty easy nowadays with geolocation or whatever. And yeah, so we're not showing you. Yeah, don't worry. So right now, yeah, they're I guess they're learning the numbers a bit with Winnie the Pooh. Because they can say 1 to 10 in several languages, like Dutch. What is it? 1, 2. What is that? 3. Of. So normally they say it in Indonesian or in Dutch. Sometimes in English. 4. 4. Klok. 5. Uitkijken met Matthew, hè? Zo, je raakt steeds zijn hoofd. What is it? So this is actually really good where they can can feel how you have to write it eventually. So 5, 6. Kan je me nadoen? 6. Goed zo.
En dit. Papa, dit. Papa.
Let's hope not. Let's hope they will become smarter.
Papa,
Papa, dat is Christopher Robin. En hoeveel hazen zie je? Hoeveel zie je? Goed zo. Hier ook nog eentje. 3. En hoeveel dragonflies? Hoeveel vlieg je? 4, 5. 5.
6, 8.
No, that's not a lot. So sometimes they just like to say the word, the numbers. Een uil, ja. Dat is een uil. Uil. En dit is een haas. En dit is een? Dat is een varken. Kan je zeggen varken? Varken. Somewhat. A pig. Hey, we're still here. Bye bye. Wat? 7. Kan je zeggen? 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. Kun je zeggen? 9. 10. 10. 10. Goed zo. En dit is Indonesisch? Indonesisch? Nee, 9. I guess. 9, ja. En 10. 10. Ja, dat is een 0. Een 1 en een 0. Goed zo. Dus kan je 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this language that they're speaking right now is Indonesian, because my wife is Indonesian. Sometimes well, I'm Dutch, so I'm talking Dutch to them. Sometimes they speak a little bit English and Korean sometimes. Because my wife can speak Korean. She lived in Korea and studied in Korea for a while, for 8 years. So which languages do you speak? Papati? Wat papati? Die. Dat is hier. Hoeveel picknickmanden? Ja, hoeveel appels? Appels. Oké. En hoeveel ballonnen?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. En hoeveel bijen?
1, 2,
That's a lot.
1, 2, 3.
They can keep on going. for a whole hour.
Niet. Nomi. Nomi.
Wat gaan jullie doen?
Nomi.
Nog niet? Weer andere? Wat ga je pakken? Welke ga je pakken? Pak dan maar. Zoveel? 2 boekjes. Nee. Oh, oké. Hey, kom hier. Kom hier. Owen, ga je even je sloffen aandoen? Even je sloffen aandoen. That's a lot. Well, a little bit of English. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But sometimes they hear my wife and me talking, so I guess they can understand a little bit. But yeah, but mainly Dutch and Indonesian now. But eventually they will learn English anyway through school and TV and stuff. And because we're a pretty open economy, we kind of learn English really well. Or we have to learn English really well. And also other languages like French and German, because they are really close to us.
Don't.
And yeah, so maybe Korean as well from my wife.
Don't.
So Korean, Romanian.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
those are difficult languages though.
Yeah.
Certainly Chinese.
Dit. Chip.
Ja, niet kapot maken, jongens.
Hè?
Let me change the camera a little bit. Position.
Daisy. Anne.
Bonjour. You still here?
Oh.
You cannot leave us, huh? Apparently. Go to bed.
Sama Oma.
Thank you.
Sama Oma.
In 3 years. So learning all the Chinese characters as well? Like the 10,000 or something that you need to learn? I cannot do that. My language skills are not that good.
Dit. Dit. Nee. Dit.
Ja.
Mees. Dit. Nee. Mees.
What's so funny? I'm just talking, with, showing the kids a little bit.
Japan.
Japan?
Dit.
Ja.
Dit. Papa, dit.
Wat is er?
Dit.
Dat is? Wie is dat?
Dit.
De egel. Oh no, that's not the egel. That's something else.
Dit. Dit. Dit.
En waar is de zon?
Ja.
Daar. En wat is Indonesisch?
Manta.
Mata?
Pat.
Matahari.
Matahari. Man. Dit. Pa. Op. Dit.
Oh, that's good. That's a good reason for us to stream, to make you happy, or other people as well. Let me put the camera here, so it doesn't move too much.
Dit. Maar.
it's a better viewing experience as well, right? Oh, daar is een muis. Laten we even deze wegdoen. But they love to destroy books. They destroyed this one several times already. Niet met de auto hierop, hè? Ga je weer lezen? De maan hier. En wat is in Engels? Nee, Engels. Moon. En dit is? En in het Indonesisch? Wat is en in Engels? Sun. En wat is dat? Ladybug. In Dutch it's really difficult. Ladybug. It's like een lieve heersbeestje. Oké, Aaron, bye bye. Wat? Die ging op je hand, hè?
Papa.
Yesterday it went on.
Papa.
A ladybug was on Owen, and then I took it away.
Papa.
So they can kind of remember that I put it on my hand and let it fly away.
Papa.
Yeah.
Papa.
Yeah.
Papa.
Zo, wat gaan we nu doen? Ga je die lezen? Volgende. Yeah, that's not good, Flora. Any reason why? Train. That's a train, yeah. So, any other questions? Feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them as much as possible. For the ones that are wondering how long I will be online, maybe maximum an hour from now, because after that they have to sleep, and then it might take like 2 hours before they are awake again. I have to work a little bit again, and maybe after that as well I'll be online, but we'll see how it goes. And if we have time and if the kids are in a good mood, because if they're in a bad mood, it's not really fun to make a video, right? And of course I can just film myself, but it's a little bit difficult sometimes. Oh, ja, er is een terrein. I'm married. Wait. You're still not gone? How many years? Good question. 5 years. It's gonna be our 5th anniversary soon. So the kids were born in 2023. We actually we decided to get married in 2019. We planned, or we already scheduled everything to go to Bali. Like we already had a villa and stuff, and we already chose the church where my wife wanted to get married because she's Catholic. I'm not religious, but she wanted to get married in the church as well. So we already planned everything, and we already had we had to get the official marriage we wanted to do here in the Netherlands because of legal reasons. Otherwise, if we would do it in Indonesia, it would be a little bit difficult because then you have to translate all the documents and whatever. So we decided to do at the city hall in the Netherlands, so the Netherlands. And then, but before that all happened, COVID came. So that was not really good. So we had to cancel everything. Cancel, well, almost everything except the marriage in the Netherlands. And so eventually, as planned, we married at the city hall. However, all the celebrations in Bali had to be cancelled, and it was like really waiting. When can we go? When can we not go? Eventually, into end of 2021, we eventually went to Jakarta to visit the family, but that had to be through a whole pretty difficult procedures as well to get a working visa officially. And yeah, eventually we were able to go to Jakarta, marry there for the church in essence. We just had a small celebration with the people there in Indonesia. I still have some family, so they came as well, but not that much. So eventually it was more for my wife. And then we went to Bali. So we had our honeymoon in Bali. We still had our villa that that we already got for the celebration. We were able to change the dates and stuff. However, it was a really big villa. It was you could house like at least like 15 people, but nobody was able to go to Bali with us except my parents-in-law. So they came along for several days. So we stayed in the villa, really big, really luxurious, and really expensive. So we stayed there for 3 days in total, and then we had to move to another hotel and stuff. So we went to Kuta, like more the center of Bali, and eventually we went to have our honeymoon together only with my wife in Apurva, Kopinski, which is a really good hotel. We really love it. We actually went there again with the kids. You can see that actually on one of our videos that we made, one of our early videos from last year. So yeah, check it out. It was really good and somewhat cheap at that time because it was COVID. Not that many people were there. Careful, Matthew. Zit je te poepen? I think the other kid is pooing. So so it was really cheap. So actually, eventually, like 2 years ago, we went back to Indonesia. We went to the same hotel, and it was like twice as expensive. So in a way, that was a really good time to travel if you were able to do it. However, if you went, we went to Bali, like Kuta and stuff, and it was really empty. Like all the stores, like all the street markets and all the street stores in a way were, yeah, like 80% was closed at that time. So it was actually really sad, certainly for the population. But fortunately, last time we went there, everything was back to normal. So yeah, the whole Bali island is back to normal, and it's business as usual nowadays. But yeah, that was already like 2020, 2021. So time flies. Then my wife got pregnant. Well, we got a house, got a car, or ordered a house and a car. Had to wait. Jessica, my wife, got pregnant, and the first echo was good, small heartbeat, of course. You didn't see that much on the echo. The second time we came there, they checked it more properly, the belly and stuff, and the embryo. And then it was like, oh, what is that? That's a second child. So eventually it got through to me, like a few seconds later, like, ah, okay, twins. And my wife couldn't believe it as well. Well, my ancestors really far back are from China, actually. My parents were born in Indonesia, but if you go way back family in the family history, it's China. But I cannot speak Chinese. Hey Maya, how are you doing? But yeah, so I only speak Dutch, English, French a little bit, and a little bit of German. So yeah, my parents always taught my brother and me to speak Dutch. No Indonesian. And they never really expected me to have Indonesian wife. So yeah, unfortunately. But so unfortunately, I cannot speak Indonesian that well. I can understand a little bit. Hey Leo, streaming. You like this? You like my son here? How about the other one? So yeah, around 11 weeks, we figured out we got twins. So 11 weeks pregnancy. Ooh, you're in Asia, I guess. Yeah, here it's like 10:30 a.m. So in the morning. So yeah, we were totally shocked. Took a while to to get used to the idea of having twins, and of course also because of our apartment and everything. Yeah, you're a twin as well. You have any tips for our twins? And eventually, yeah, you just learn to live with it, right? You're happy, the kids, but it was really difficult, certainly in the beginning, because you had to wake up every 3 hours to feed the kids, and you could not interchange the times with your wife, or just one rest, one sleeps, because you had to feed both kids. Oh, en you're getting more stuff? Maar opruimen, hè? Opruimen. Eerst deze opruimen. Kijk, opruimen, hè? Ja? Ja, papa. How old are the boys? 27 months right now. So yeah, as I told you, my wife is from Indonesia, and because of that, lots of family is still in Indonesia. Also for me, lots of still quite some, not that many in Indonesia. But also, if you have any tips, please tell us. And also in the United States. And my wife also has a lot of friends in South Korea and Japan. So we decided to make some videos and do it through YouTube so everybody can see the kids. So with Montessori, you try to let the kids do everything by themselves a little bit, right? Hey Alicia, how are you doing? But you're Alex, right? So girlfriend? So yeah, we're thinking like right now, we're already thinking about the schools that they have to go to. So we can just go to a Montessori school, or let's say a normal traditional school. How old am I? Bye bye, Aaron. I am old, very old. Don't ask me how old I am. But very young in heart or in mind. So yeah, about schools, like we don't know yet which school they should go to. So this year we kind of have to decide to what kind of school they have to go to. The time here is 10:30, almost 10:30 a.m. Like authentic ami, like love or friend. Wait, friend. Yeah, here it's like 10:30 in the morning. Hey Gigi, hey everybody. Any other questions? Wait, my twin and I have been best friends for 40 years. Yeah, I hope they'll stay best friends as well. But now, they're still best friends right now. I'll check it out. The Montessori. Yeah, of course. Actually, we never buy the same outfits. They actually get all these similar outfits from family. So when as a joke, when I was young, I was like, whenever I saw twins, I was like, okay, why would you dress them the same? Because it's so difficult to figure out who is who and all those things, right? However, when you're a parent, okay, we bought some certainly in the beginning, but after that, mostly we get all the stuff from the family and friends, and they always like it when they give similar stuff. However, I can understand why they do that. It looks cute when they're kids, but it's also easy because if you buy two the same things, it's cheaper. And you don't have to look for another one, just get two at the same time. So I totally understand why people dress the kids the same now. But eventually, yeah, when they get older, I will try to make them wear other stuff. But for now, yeah, because we get so much clothes from friends and family. Also, like secondhand, like from my brother or brother-in-law, they give the clothes of of their kids. So yeah, beggars, we cannot really choose, right? Like when you get everything. You're thankful that you get it. Otherwise, you will spend so much money on clothes. Certainly at this age, because they grow out of the sizes so quickly. So yeah, until now, yeah, just enjoy the cuteness, right? And yeah, it's a blessing to have kids, of course. When I was younger, I didn't want to have kids. Or I didn't feel like having kids. Also, I was not at that age yet, I guess, that I wanted to have kids. Eventually, I met my wife and stuff, and she wanted to have kids. For me, it didn't really matter that much. If we would have kids, it would be fine. And then you expect to get one kid, but we got two right away. But it's a blessing to have kids, of course. Not everybody can get kids, and that we can have two kids at the same time, and they're healthy. Fortunately, yeah, that's a blessing. Not everybody has that. Hey, Kartikeya Jain or Jain, however you pronounce that. So, do you have any advice or questions? When you have questions or talk, comment, it makes it easier for me also to comment back. Jane. Yeah, I'm trying to make them dress themselves. They still have to get potty trained though. We're starting soon. We actually have the potties already, like two potties with those bunny ears for them. So yeah, we're making them used to sitting on it, but they don't want to yeah, to poo or pee on it yet. So hopefully when they get more used to it, they will do it. But do you have any idea how to go on with that, or do you have any tips for that? Maybe. I guess that's the next one. Okay. That's the really next, let's say, milestone that we are trying to reach, and that if that happens, it saves so much money. We use so many diapers nowadays, or also before actually when they were really small, they used even more diapers. But if that happened, if we finally get them off the diapers, it will be really nice because those diapers, it saves so much space. So we have a lot more space for other stuff. Yeah, you have to put it here. Waar zijn de dingen? Heeft Matthew. Matthew heeft ze. Ga maar met je spelen. Gaan we wel even de deur dicht doen? Owen, gaan we de deur dicht doen? So Matthew just takes everything right now. One is a little bit taller than the other one. That's already from the beginning because I guess I can say this. When they were still in the belly of Jessica, my wife, one kid was like, the gestational age was like three weeks ahead of the other one. The reason for that was that if you have the placenta, let's say this is the placenta, Matthew would take like 1/3 of the placenta because the umbilical cord was all the way to the side, and Owen was, let's say, here almost in the middle. So Owen got most of the blood from the placenta, while the other one, Matthew, got, let's say, 1/3. Fortunately, because they're twins, they have blood vessels that goes towards each other. So Owen essentially gave Matthew also blood. So Owen was feeding Matthew, but it also meant that one got actually a little bit more nutrients than the other one. And that's why Matthew was always a little bit smaller. So when they were born at 36 weeks, which was normal, which is normal here in the Netherlands, because they want to get the kids, the twins, out at that time because they can survive already in outside of the womb. And if there's something going wrong, if there's a complication, it's a lot easier for the doctors to do something outside of the womb than inside of the womb, because all the medicine and all the stuff takes some time to go to the kids if they're in the womb. So eventually they took him out at 36 weeks. Matthew was like 2 kilos and Owen was like 2.6 kilos. And even though they're identical twins, yeah, Owen has always been a little bit chubbier than the other one. It will be a quick swap, and you keep going. Keeping up on your days compared to use language like this is for repeat. Okay. I will make my wife read this as well because this is a really good info. Okay, yeah. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Kevin. I will certainly also show this to my wife. Hey, Helen. No, we're trying to take it slow, but eventually they have to do the potty training, of course, and we're slowly making them get used to the potties and stuff. So this happens a lot, taking out all the books or what is left of the books. They certainly, when they were little, they started ripping out all the books. Yeah. For now, I'm teaching them to put on their own socks, their pants and stuff. Of course, the shirt is a little bit difficult for them, but eventually they will learn anyway. So food, for feeding, we try to teach them to do it by themselves. However, if it's like pasta, we try to do it. We do it. We feed them because otherwise it's a total mess. And yeah, they also we see that they also want to close their own jackets and stuff. So we try to let them do it by themselves. And their shoes, of course, they do by themselves already. Owen, niet doen. Alles in de kast. I cleaned it up so nice, Owen. Owen, niet doen. Gaan we in de kast. In de kast. Opruimen. I guess that doesn't help. Yeah, and we also got here in the Netherlands. We also have advice bureau for small kids, of course, and they give us advice as well how to do stuff. So, but thank you for all the advice that you gave me. It will be really helpful. Misdirection. Okay. So they're learning Indonesian right now. No, okay, yeah, but that's a good point actually. He has so many options inside that that cabinet. Maybe and they actually have so many toys here in the living room that they like to take out everything. But as you said, it's actually better to keep some a little bit away in another area. Yeah. So, but that's true. But at the same time, we don't have that much space in this house or in our apartments. So even though if we want to put everything a little bit away from them or let them choose only one toy, we don't have that much storage space where we can put all their toys. So we have to figure out how to do that. So our apartment, we actually bought our or order. How do you say? We signed the contracts and stuff in 2021, and they still had to build the house at that time. And at the time, Jessica, my wife, was not pregnant yet. And we had, okay, we're going to have one kid eventually, and so we need one extra bedroom. And we didn't have that much choice because it was a lottery to get something. So eventually when we figured out that we would get twins, it was a shock because we were like, oh no, we don't have any space in our new house, and it still had to be built. So even when the kids were born, Nafi and Owen, we had to wait like at least 1 year before we could move. Well, actually, my wife does not want to show the whole apartment to give us a little bit privacy. So I hope you understand that. Well, this is our kitchen actually. So it took us like but it's only like 67 square meters big. So it took us like a few years to figure out what we really wanted for our apartment, like the style and stuff, because it was really small. So we decided to get a more Japandi look, which is like a Scandinavian look with a little bit dark colors, so it looks a little bit like Japanese. But and should be somewhat cleaned up. But of course, with kids, it's a little bit more difficult. Also, if you have that look, it looks bigger than it is actually, because you put everything from the floor, so like the sofa, the what is it, cabinet. So because everything is kind of off the floor, it looks bigger. So, but of course, with twins, yeah, we don't have that much space. Eventually, we have to move again, but fortunately now we have an apartment, at least for ourselves, and now we can slowly look for another house or apartment. I think my wife wants to have an apartment, so we can slowly look for a new one, which is bigger. But everything here is totally new. So we have, in a way, it's very luxurious. The isolation is really good. Like it's like A plus plus plus, which is almost the best for energy wise. However, yeah, it's just a little bit small for long term. And that would also mean that we don't have that much storage place for all the toys and all the stuff for the kids. So that's why one of the reasons is that we put everything just in this cabinet. Fortunately, they're so little that it doesn't really matter that much yet for the that it is small, because they really love this apartment, and it's big enough for them right now. However, when they get bigger, like certainly when they have to go to high school, they need their own space, and also for to study. So for the long term, that we have to find something else. But for now, we can be a little bit more critical in finding a new place. So and of course, we can save a little bit more money, because also before we lived in an apartment, and it was rental, and it was only for the two of us, like my wife and me, and it was only like 45 square meters, because we lived near Amsterdam and it's pretty expensive in this area. And fortunately, it was during COVID that we were able to find something, so it was a little bit more cheaper. And what did I want to say? So it was a little bit more cheaper, and it was close to my parents. And eventually, yeah, when they were born, or when Jessica was pregnant, it was like, oh no, how are we going to do it? Because we only had one bedroom, and eventually they had to sleep in the living room, in one of those cots, and together. Fortunately, it was fine, but it was really hot in the summer. So eventually, if it was really hot, like over 30 degrees Celsius, we slept at my parents, or we went to my brother-in-law, because it was a lot cooler there, because in our apartment it was facing to the south, and it was the highest level of the apartment. And if it was like 30 plus degrees, it would be like 37 degrees in our apartment itself. And it was really difficult to cool the apartment, because all the heat was into the walls and stuff. So it was really cozy, but it was not so good for the kids. So eventually, after 1 year, we were able to move to this apartment. That was last year. So we had to paint everything, do the walls, the flooring, all within 4 or 5 weeks. Let's say 5 weeks in total. And then we moved to this apartment. So it was a lot of scheduling, like to get the whole kitchen in. But it took a while for them to totally fix the kitchen as we wanted, or as we ordered. Like, they had to come back like 4 or 5 times. And eventually they finished it in October, like 4 months after we went into the apartment. But yeah, everything is good right now. The kids, they were a little bit smaller. They adapted right away to the new apartment. They totally didn't miss the old one, which was good. We also do not miss the old one, except the location. The location was a bit better. It was really close to a supermarket where we always go shopping, because it's a lot cheaper. And but yeah, this is a lot better. It's a total new apartment. Everything is new. Nothing is broken. Isolation is very very good. And yeah. Lots of people would be jealous to get something like this, of course. And yeah, the kids really love the area here, at the window. They have their own little corner here. They can look outside the window all the time, like looking at all the people and all the dogs and animals that pass by, and all the cars. You have some plants. Inside, not that much, just this one. Beautiful city, but so crowded. Amsterdam is so crowded. The Dutch don't like to go to Amsterdam that much. Like, yeah, I will show you a little bit. Like, it's actually too much right now. I tried to make bonsai actually. So this is a wisteria, like normally it grows really long with their vines. However, we got that one we got from Spain. We went to Spain in 2019. I proposed to my wife at the time, and there was like a wisteria there, and it has some seeds. And eventually, several seeds came out, and it started growing, and yeah, it's now a little bit bigger. Like how old? 6 years old now. So it's like it has sentimental value for us, that wisteria, and we actually have some acer maple trees and some azaleas and stuff. And I also got, maybe you can see it, I don't know, strawberry plants for the kids, so they could see how the fruit kind of grows. Eventually, actually, we went to a strawberry farm where we could pick all the strawberries, and they really liked it. It was really nice, actually. It was really sweet. They went to a Russian casino. In what kind of part of Amsterdam were you? A money tree, a ginkgo? Ginkgo biloba? Oh, the money tree, like I think we called here pancake tree. Like small, yeah, we had that before, but it kind of died. Or it became too big and it died, so. So yeah, eventually, yeah, we still are decorating our house a bit more, so. Well, it's a plant, right? Oh, near the red light district. Yeah, we pass the red light district a lot actually. Not because we are frequent customers, but because actually the Chinatown is really close by. And there's a really good restaurant there, so we like to eat at that place whenever we go to Amsterdam. We don't go to Amsterdam that much actually, because it's actually too crowded, too many tourists, and it's a little bit difficult with the kids to go there. Yeah, that's what they're saying in Amsterdam. It's too many shops that are focused on the tourists. So there are not enough normal shops for the locals. But yeah, and a lot of English people come there, like for the bachelor parties, and that causes lots of troubles apparently. So they're trying to make the tourists go to other places in the Netherlands, like there is even an Amsterdam beach, and that's like 40 40 minutes away from Amsterdam, but they call it Amsterdam Beach nowadays. No, we don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any pets. When I was little, we had a dog, a beagle. She died though when she was like 11 years old. So I think she had a tumor or something. Let me get my charger because my phone is almost empty. Here, let me put it in, see if it works. Yeah, it was like at 2%. So now it's charging again. So I only had a beagle when I was a kid, like until 7 years, I think. Then of course, as a kid, you want to have another dog. However, my dad didn't want to have a dog anymore because he was always the one in the rain that would have to walk the dog. I was too small for it. My brother was also too small for it, and it was more difficult also to go on vacation. And we would go on vacation. Fortunately, we were able to go on vacation. Thank you, Mom, Dad, for showing me around. But we went on vacation maybe 2 times per year. Well, sometimes in Europe, sometimes to another country like Canada. My grandparents lived in Canada at that time. And it was a bit difficult, of course, with if you have a dog or pets. Yeah, where to put the dog. So eventually, yeah, we didn't get a new dog. So yeah, and now, yeah, our place is way too small to have an animal. And nowadays we have like a cast floor. My wife didn't want to get like the what we call here laminate, like the fake wood. So we eventually got a cast floor, so it's like somewhat like concrete, but a different kind of material. It's a little bit softer as well. However, if you have dogs and stuff, they will totally scratch it and it will be totally broken. So it's not good for animals, our house. And also, even with kids, they have to you have to be a little bit careful that they're not scratching it. Yes, we own this apartment. We're lucky that we were able to own it. We had to go through a lottery to get it because there were only like 200 apartments at that time for this project. However, there were like 3,500, 3,600 people that were interested. So they had a lottery to get one of the apartments, and eventually, yeah, we got one. And there was almost no choice on which one you were able to get. So actually, we wanted to get a little bit bigger, but unfortunately, that was already given to somebody else. That is an option to get a bigger place and rent this one. However, tax-wise, it's not really that good. Because nowadays you have to pay a lot more taxes for your second house. And if that happens, then you have to pay a bit more. And also, the value of this apartment is at such a place where it's better to sell it. But we have to figure out the financial stuff about that as well. Because if we want to live bigger, I'm not sure how it will go with the finances yet. So if we keep this house, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult with the finances. Yeah. Also, remember in the US, of course, if you don't live in, let's say, Silicon Valley or in Boston or New York, or the expensive places, the houses are made of wood, right? So it's a lot cheaper. So, for instance, here on average in Europe, all the houses are made from bricks and stuff, and or concrete nowadays. So it's a lot more sturdy than. Oh, you're living in the CA, okay. But yeah, okay. The housing prices are pretty expensive here as well. For, but also depend because we're living near Amsterdam. So if we would want to move to another, let's say, city, all the way to the, let's say, south of the country. Actually, it's not that far. It's like 1.5 hours away from here. Because Netherlands is really small, actually. Uh, you can buy almost a house, let's say, let's say 130 to, let's say, 150 square meters big, for the same amount of this apartment. Hey Boyan, how are you doing? So yeah, but they say like the average house or apartment here in the Netherlands is like 400,000 for 450. 450 is about, let's say, half a million. Well, not to me, but for euro, 450k euro. I'm not telling you precisely how much it is here, but it's a little bit more expensive. But let's say in 2010 it was like maybe even 30% cheaper than now. Because during COVID, it got a little bit cheaper at the beginning, and certainly because of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, that increased the prices a lot of the inflation overall. Like yeah, and fortunately we were able to buy it at that time. But if you had to buy it right now, it's way too expensive. Now, if you want to get something new in this area, it's like 600,000 euro. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Like too many millionaires there in California. I still have a family member in Bakersfield. Yeah, if I had a better job, it would be even more affordable. Yeah, but if I would get a house here in near Amsterdam, it's almost a million euros. So of course, eventually we will well, hopefully we will be able to get something like that, but not at this time. So everybody, the young people that are watching this channel or this live stream, study hard. Study hard, then you can earn more, and or you will get more options to in your life to earn a bit more, and then you can have a better life. So what is your what are you majoring in? or at least your master's. All business. Okay, well, we'll try harder. Well, good luck with that. But also remember, in the United States, the salary is higher. It's like a lot higher than in Europe. So if I would say like 600,000 in Indonesia, it's a lot, for instance, even more than in the Netherlands, or 1 point. What did you say? 1.9 or yeah, that would be even an insane amount in another country. So it's all dependent on the average salary in that country, right? So yeah. But I would not want to live in the United States nowadays. So, and we're also, because of the more about also education for the kids. Here, for instance, here in Europe, I have to check the kids. Owen, Matthew, come here. What is er? Wat is er? Gaat niet op, hè? Ja, maar dat wordt ook niet op. Ja. Wat wil je? Wat wil je? Ga even water drinken. Even water drinken. Even water drinken. Oh, en jij ook. Als je nog meer water wilt, is het hier, hè? So yeah, here in Europe it's a little bit, how do you say it, more the equality of wealth is a little bit more balanced than in the United States. A bit more, a lot more. And also with education, for instance, it's almost free for the kids. So we have a lot more taxing. The taxes are like, it starts at 30% until 50-ish. So it's a lot. And yeah, we pay a lot, but you guys, for instance, in the US, you pay a lot more for medical insurance and all those insurances. We only have to pay like, let's say, €2,000 a piece per person. So and that's for the medical insurance. Of course, you can get the extras. So yeah, and for instance, when the kids were still in the belly, we had to go to the hospital almost every week for a checkup. Oh well, every expense. We also have value-added tax here, so, and it might be about the same as in the United States, maybe even more, and also all the income. A rapper? No, I won't be. But yeah, we had to go to the hospital every week to get a checkup. And when you think about it, how much it actually costs for the society to pay for all those checkups, Well, at least we everything got paid by the insurance, so we didn't have to pay anything. So in a way, we're lucky that we live here in the Netherlands. And also the the, when they were born, we had to go to the hospital, and that was for 4 days, I think. It was all in the base insurance, so that was really good. Yeah, that's really nice that you had have very good healthcare through your work. But fortunately here, everything is pretty, let's say the healthcare is pretty well, but sometimes you have to wait pretty long. So if you want to, if there's something serious, sometimes you have to wait a bit. But overall, yeah, we cannot complain, right? Certainly in the Western world. I have to check out the kid what the kids are doing. Hey, everything is wet. Okay, I have to clean up a little bit. They are playing with water.
Okay.
Hey, jongens. Jongens, niet doen. Dat vind ik wel niet leuk, hè?
What's that?
So yeah. Any other questions? Well, last few days they've been really naughty with all the water, so I just wanted to clean up right away.
Donut.
I do think we are going to end the stream soon because I have to make the kids sleep, get them ready. I think Matthew kind of pooed, like Owen already did, so I have to clean them. After that they have to go to bed, have their afternoon nap. Let me stop them for a second. Hey jongens, niet doen. Jongens, Owen. Nee, Owen, Matthew, kom hier. We gaan even hier. Hey. Ow. So I have to make them sleep soon. Yeah, I will try it. So yeah, this is for yeah. So as I said, maybe it's time for us to stop right now with the streaming. Maybe later, I think evening or during their dinner, we might be online as well. I have to work a little bit when they're sleeping, and yeah, hope to see you again soon. Actually, thank you for all the advice, and I will let my wife also read it because it will be really helpful. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Maybe check out our videos and whatever, and maybe comment so you can maybe give us more advice. And yeah, thank you for watching. Owen, weet je? Ga je even dag zeggen? Owen? Ay. Owen? Owen? Ga je gedag zeggen? Ga je doen? Bye. Oh, sorry, we have to go. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you next time. Okay, who wants to turn it off? Bye. Here. X. End.